What's up, everybody, and welcome back. It has been a while. I am just going to say this super clearly, as explicitly as I possibly can. God doesn't need you. I'm Pastor Jacob Cerns, and welcome to my channel if you're new here. Or if you're not new here, please subscribe, push the like button on this video, share this video with somebody or some buddies. But we're going to get straight into this, and I'm just going to talk about in this video why God doesn't need you, how God doesn't need you, to exactly what capacity God doesn't need you, because a lot of people have this twisted. So I'm calling this a pastor rant because I am Pastor Jacob Cerns, and this is a bit of me ranting, which is something I don't normally do on YouTube, but something I am definitely going to do right now. God doesn't need you. He doesn't need you. I see so many people getting this twisted. So many people thinking, you know, God is, or even saying, God needs you to say this. God needs me to do this. God just, he can't handle it if I don't, you know, fall in line with whatever. Now, yes, God does command us to do certain things. He commands us to live our lives in a certain way. But to say that he needs us is such a gross misrepresentation of who God is. You know, Paul, when he was traveling around on his missionary journeys, he came across the Parthenon in the Areopagus in Greece. A lot of these false temples to these fallen gods, and in the Areopagus there are these reliefs or these carvings on the wall. And the carvings depict the gods like Zeus and Hermes and all these other Greek gods just kind of chilling there while the people bring them supplies. They would bring them food or bring them like animals or whatever they would bring. They just bring them stuff, bring them gifts. And Paul says to the people, God isn't like that we should have to bring him stuff as if he is in need of anything, but in him all things live and move and have their being. So God doesn't need you to do anything. Now, I've heard preachers even preach sermons like this. God needs you to go out there and preach the gospel. Does God tell us to preach the gospel? Yes. Does God need us to preach the gospel? No. Jesus said, if you shut these people up, even the rocks are going to cry out in my praises and sing my praises. God has millions of angels, possibly trillions. We don't know the exact number. Millions, billions, trillions, whatever the number is, of angels who he could send, who are, by the way, have not sinned, as far as we know, are perfectly sin-free and are perfectly obedient to him. 2/3 of all the angels he ever created are in that category. He could send them to preach the gospel. He could send them to prepare this world for his soon second coming. God doesn't need you. So then where do we get this idea? Well, there are those commands. Jesus says that we should go, disciple, baptize, teach, preach, and share. Why does Jesus say that if God doesn't actually need us to do that? Haha, I thought you'd never ask. It's not for his benefit. It's for your benefit. It's for my benefit. God doesn't need us to do that as if it's somehow going to help him or benefit him. He is telling us, even commanding us to do that because he knows it's best for us. He knows it's going to be an amazing experience for us. This past Saturday, I had the opportunity of going with a friend of mine named Jordan who organized this feeding of the homeless. We went out to downtown Fort Worth area and we were sharing sack lunches with homeless people. And it was such a blessing, and I realized after that, just thinking about it and thinking about making this video, that you know, God didn't need us to do that. God is going to take care of his people regardless of what you choose to do or what I choose to do. But my goodness, I am so glad that I chose to be a part of that experience. I'm so glad for people like Jordan who chose to lead that experience. I'm so grateful for that. Not because God needed us to do it, but because the blessing that we received as we went out there and prayed with people and just shared the love of Jesus with these people in their meeting some of their physical needs, but also meeting some of their spiritual needs at the same time. So keep this in mind, guys, as we prepare for the second coming, as we share Jesus with as many people as possible. It's not because God needs us to do it. It's not that he's some weak, pathetic, pitiful being in the sky, just, oh, I just wish they'd just hurry up and do what it is I need them to do so I can come back. That's not our God. That's not our God. He's the conquering king. He's the almighty one. He speaks worlds into existence. If he can do that, he doesn't need you and me to do anything for him. He invites us. He welcomes us. He allows us the privilege of partnering with him. And what an amazing privilege that is. So I encourage you, I invite you, I welcome you, just like God does, to partner with him in sharing the gospel, in loving others, in being the hands and feet of Jesus. Not because he needs you to, but because it's the best thing for you. God bless you guys. Make sure, again, you subscribe to this channel, like this video, share this video everywhere. Have a great day.